welcome to this live Q&A session. I'm so excited to be doing this one today. So this is something that I have not done before. Basically, I am going to be going live for half an hour answering your questions that you've got. People always ask me personal questions during my readings, and I always say now is not the time. Well, this is the time. This is the time to ask whatever question you've got on your mind, whatever you're kind of looking for clarity on. I obviously won't be able to answer everyone's questions, so I am really sorry if I don't get round to answering your question. I'm just gonna let my intuition guide me to whichever question I am drawn to. We're just sorting the camera out, so sorry for all the movement, but I'll stop in a second. Yeah, so I'm just going to see what questions I'm drawn to, answer those. And if I don't get round to you today, then come back for our next one and ask your question again. So yeah, I'm going to give it a few minutes for people to join, and then we will begin. I'm just going to get all my decks ready because I've got lots of decks here, depending what question you guys ask. So yeah, can't believe it's Monday already. I feel like this weekend just flew by. I hope you guys had a good weekend, and I hope you enjoyed today's morning message as well that was up there this morning. If you've not watched that one yet, then check it out. It is a good one. So yeah, give that a watch as well. So I'm just going to see what comments I've got so far. And we're going to start the timer in like a minute or two, and then I will begin. Also, not all my comments load, so if I do miss your question, obviously don't spam us, but you know, if it does look like I've kind of missed it and you do want to ask it again, then by all means do that. Okay, we've got a couple of minutes, but I'll probably start early, and then we'll just start the timer at 4 o'clock. So this live is going to finish at 4:30, but I will begin. I want to start with Georgia's question. You asked for a message regarding your love or career. So let us see what's going on there for you. These are going to be really quick answers as well, guys. So these are not in-depth readings at all. So Georgia, your love life and your career. Okay, it's clearly career, which is the focus right now. You've got the 9 of Cups and the King of Pentacles. So it seems like your love life is kind of waiting for your career to get off the ground where you want to be. You're due a promotion at work. I do feel September is going to be a really good time for you to start thinking about the next step in your career and money. I can see here that someone here wants you to lead a team, but you're hesitating on this. So you will be asked to have like a bigger role at work or do something which requires more responsibility. Don't be nervous because you do have the skills to do this. I feel like you're really good with your money. So I'm also getting, you need to make sure you're treating yourself every so often, Georgia, because, you know, an abundant mindset is all about balance. It's not just about saving and saving and saving. You need to allow your money to flow. You need to treat yourself and make sure you're rewarding yourself with your money, because your hard work is going to pay off. But I do feel a promotion or like negotiations, salary talks in September, and there will be more responsibility for you. Yeah, which definitely do not shy away from, because it's actually going to be a really good opportunity for that next step. I see you having two very quick career progressions. So you're going to have like the first step, and then within a couple of months, I feel like you're going to get kind of scouted, or someone's going to notice you and ask you for like the next step as well. So 2 big things happening for you in a short space of time. Okay, I am now going to have a look at Jason's question. So Jason, you asked, will your ex come back or must you move on? So let us have a look what is going on with your ex right now. So is your ex going to come back? We've got the Queen of Swords. So right now your ex is clearly emotionally unavailable. I do feel like she's thinking of you, but it seems more like she's thinking about when she's been left out in the cold, or, you know, this Queen of Swords energy. I'm getting a very wounded feminine. So there's clearly not been like the forgiveness or healing which is required. So let's get some guidance for you and see what Spirit should do, because it seems like your ex is still in a very negative mindset about things right now. Even though they're still looking at pictures of you, still thinking of you, you know, they're quite stuck in like this wounded ego. So your guidance comes in the form of the Sun. So Spirit is saying, look, Jason, just focus on you doing what makes you happy. Your ex is not in a good headspace right now and is kind of being very negative. And if you were connected to them at this moment, it seems like your ex would be very draining. So it's probably for your best that you're being protected from your ex right now. Now, I never say never, but Spirit's just kind of saying, for you and for your own health and happiness, focus on doing things that you enjoy. Try to free yourself of, you know, this situation, like free yourself of worrying about your ex, because the more you worry, the worse you're going to feel. It's all about your ex kind of changing their attitude and their mindset before things can start to improve here. So at least for now, definitely focus on, you know, moving forwards, but we'll have to see what the future holds. All of future predictions are always based off current energy. So at any moment in time when that current energy changes, those future predictions can change as well. But there's your guidance for this present moment. Okay. Let's have a look. My comments are literally skipping all over the place. Guys, as well, I'm really grateful for the donations, but this is like a free Q&A session. So I'm just picking whatever questions I'm guided to in this half an hour, and I'm going to try and get through as many as I possibly can. Okay, Infinite Soul, what is coming in for you with the purchase of your new home? I don't know why I'm sticking to my Rider-Waite. I got all my tarot decks out, but this is the one that I keep going back to. So let's see what is going on with the purchase of your new home. Six of Pentacles. So I actually do feel like an offer is going to be accepted. With this Six of Pentacles, there's something right now which is out of balance, and it's nothing to do with you. I feel like this is about the right opportunity hasn't come up. You're being guided to keep searching. It seems like the properties you're seeing right now are kind of like accepting crumbs when you could accept something much bigger. Maybe it'll be the sixth property that you look at, but there's something big coming. I want to say in a couple of weeks. I really feel that by October you will have found the property you want to move to, and that offer will get accepted. Whenever your offer is being declined, it is protection from Spirit. So remind yourself of that when you feel disappointed. I'm showing you've got the money in the bank to get the right property for you. I do see water around where you're going to live. So there's going to be either water in your garden or near, like in a location, like maybe it'll be near a lake or a river here. Yeah, you might find yourself in a bit of competition. Like there might be you put a bid in, then someone else puts a bid in, and then you get to counter offer. So if you do get caught up in that head-to-head battle, do not worry, because I see you coming out on top. So don't shy away from a fight. Not that I feel that you would, but your offer is going to come in. I do see October just being that lucky month for you, and there is your forever home. 10 of Pentacles. So Spirit's saying, look, we are protecting you from places where you're not meant to be, because this is going to be somewhere you live long term. This isn't a temporary place. This isn't, you know, a temporary residence. This is going to be somewhere you spend at least a couple of years of your life, and perhaps even think about family. So moving children into the home, having a children, getting a dog. There's a dog here. So because you're going to be here for a long time, Spirit's saying, look, we're making sure that this is the right place for you, and not just for you, but also for your family. So if you do feel like, okay, I found the perfect place and it doesn't go through, don't worry. It means that there's other people in this situation that Spirit is protecting as well. So your family, for example, they're also getting their forever home. So it sounds kind of mean, but it's not just about you here. So yeah, if you do face a little bit of rejection, don't worry. Spirit's making sure that you and your family, your loved ones, are protected here. Okay. Okay. Sanjana, I think that's how you say your name. You want some career guidance. You're using some, you could use some clarity. So let us have a look. What career guidance do we have for Sanjana? Seven of Swords. Okay, so where you are right now is probably not the best place for your growth. You're learning a lot of lessons, but I do see you moving on. It's kind of like you're going to be doing something completely different here. This may be like, you know, training up some kind of new skills as well. It might be that you have no experience in this and you're going to be doing something quite new and exciting. I feel there's a lot of miscommunication because I've got the Eight of Wands. I feel that whatever you're doing in your career right now, it doesn't seem like it's the best environment for you. There seems to be miscommunication, and it's like you cannot express yourself truly for where you are. You feel like maybe you have to wear a bit of a mask and hide parts of yourself. So in terms of career guidance, Spirit's saying, look, please focus on finding an environment and a job where you can be yourself, where you can, you know, speak freely, where you feel like your voice is heard. You are going to be traveling for work as well. So you might find that you do end up moving around a little bit for work, but this is going to be really good for you. You know, you're basically being guided to think about this new adventure because it's like you've outgrown your current situation. You're ready to explore some new skills that you have, some passions that you have. You know, a hobby that you've got might end up turning into more than a hobby. It might be that you start to make this into a career path. But I just see a completely new transition for your career. Definitely a new work environment. So I don't see you staying where you are right now. It just feels like that place is kind of holding you back a little bit. So start to think of some new horizons, different places where you can travel to, and just make sure that you do get that chance to speak up for yourself, because right now your voice is being suppressed and it's affecting other areas of your life. It may even be affecting your health, your relationships, because you're getting into this kind of like habit or mindset of just not being able to, you know, be true to yourself and speak up. So yeah, hopefully that has given you at least a little bit of guidance to move forwards with. Okay, let's keep going here. So we have M. You want to know what he wants from you right now. So let's see. What is it he wants? Do you know what? His mind's completely blank right now. He doesn't really know what he wants, and his expectations are maybe like a little bit unrealistic. He seems to always ask a lot from you without giving much in return. This can be a very kind of draining connection if you're not careful. So he wants to move away from the past. I do feel that he's got a lot of sexual energy towards you. So this feels like he's, you know, at least thinking of you sexually. Look, separation hurts, abandonment. You know, he really does feel like he's been, you know, kind of out in the cold for quite some time here. So what does he want? He doesn't actually know what he wants. He's kind of seeking some kind of fresh start here where you two get to move away from the past. Like, he wants this rebirth, but he's also aware that he's running out of time for things. So with this King of Swords, he does seem quite unavailable right now. Like, he wants you sexually, he wants you physically, he's very attracted to you. But when it comes to what he can give you, that's the problem. So it's like you're asking the wrong question a little bit. You know, not your fault at all, but Spirit's just saying, you know, it's not really about what he wants from you, but more what he can give you, because you deserve so much more than someone who's very indecisive and not really treating you right. I feel like basically he wants to have you close to him. He wants to have you worship him, like in this Stars card, but he also wants to have his own other options. He doesn't want to be tied down. He wants to kind of have you when it pleases him, but then also have that distance and be emotionally unavailable for you when he wants to do other things. It's a little bit selfish. So you might find that this becomes very draining if, you know, you're always the one giving to him and he's not reciprocating that. So with the Death card, there needs to be a big change in his attitude, you know, for this to become healthy and balanced. I know that, you know, the distance might be hurting you right now with any kind of physical separation. And you know what? He does still have feelings, but it's about how, you know, how he's treating you. Having feelings for someone is not enough. He has to show that through his actions and, you know, be there for you, like show up for you in a healthy way. If he's not doing that, then it doesn't matter if the love is still there. Spirit's saying you need to focus on what is he giving you and, you know, is it serving you? But hopefully that's given you a little bit of insight here. Right now, it's definitely coming across more sexual than, you know, wanting to commit and settle down. Okay, let's have a look. Angelic healing powers, let's see. Are you doing what you're supposed to be doing? So let's have a look. Angelic healing powers, 1111. The High Priestess. As long as you are staying aligned with your higher self, you are doing the right thing. With the High Priestess, there's clearly lots of things going on behind the scenes. An element of mystery remains. I'm showing you're there with a magnifying glass, so please don't try and search too much for answers about what he's doing and why he's being silent. Instead, you've just got to keep focusing on yourself, because that is what's going to get you to be able to kind of handle his behavior. You know, the more empowered and aligned you feel, the better you can handle the mystery of things. So let's keep going here and just see a little bit more about this. Focusing on your spiritual development and growth really is going to help. The High Priestess and the Magician. So whatever you're trying to manifest can only be manifested when you are aligned with your higher self. With the Magician, you've got all the tools to handle this situation. And also trust that, you know, the reason why things are a little bit mysterious right now, you know, is perhaps a bit unknown, but it is going to become clear when the time is right. I do feel like you're going to hear something, at least in the 5D, from his higher self quite soon. So there will be some kind of clarity coming, but I'm showing it's more about kind of following the hints. It's like you're going to be given little clues to what's going on here, and you're going to have to learn to really, really trust the situation, but also to think about what you want to manifest in your life and use this time to basically connect with your like spiritual gifts and focus on your psychic development, your connection to your own spirit team, because that seems to be like what the purpose is of this right now. Is to push you into deeper alignment with yourself. So yeah, as long as you're doing all that, you are on track. 2 major arcanas here, which are really indicating some good things coming your way, but also like, yeah, you are, you know, committing to the changes that you're meant to be committing to. And like, I do feel some kind of surprise or this mystery will become clear quite soon, but it's going to start in the 5D and eventually move down to the 3D. Okay. Let us have a look. Sorry, my comments keep jumping all over the place. Let's see, Sonia, let's see, why is he not reading your messages? So let's see, why is he not reading those messages? Three of Wands. So he's choosing to remain at a distance right now, and it does seem like he is looking at different directions. So he feels like you are maybe part of his past, and he doesn't know if he wants to, to kind of bring you into this next chapter that he is thinking of going on. So the way I see it is we're all kind of living life like a book. And like a book, some chapters have lots of characters in and other chapters don't. And the chapter that he wants to explore next in his life, he doesn't feel like he, wants you in it. Now, this might sound really harsh, but this chapter might not last a long time. It could be a couple of weeks, or days. It's not saying that long term he doesn't want that. It's just right now he's looking at doing things where he kind of wants to do it on his own. And this is a very barren card. So I feel like he's on some kind of solo adventure right now. And he just wants to enjoy that time for himself. He just wants to be able to have his own little adventure without anyone else's energy. I kind of feel hermit energy here. So it's probably not just you who he's not responding to. We've got the Judgment card here. So yeah, these cards are kind of saying he's going through his own spiritual awakening right now. He's on his own little journey, and he really does need to do this on his own. He doesn't like being told what to do, and I'm literally being told, nagging mother. So he feels like, your energy right now is maybe a little bit restrictive. He's like this child rebelling against their parents. He doesn't want to be held back. He wants to do his own things. He wants to go and explore. And basically, this is all part of his spiritual ascension. So yeah, he's kind of ignoring you right now so he can just focus on this. So I would pull back if I were you and just let him go through this awakening, because with the Judgment card, he has to kind of hear this call on his own. He has to want to reach out to you and want to have that connection, for this to work anyway. So the ball is in his court. You've sent your messages. He's clearly doing his own thing right now. So with the Judgment, let him decide what to do for his next step here. You're still in the picture. So you're not gone from his mind. You're not gone from the picture. Just he wants kind of a chapter to himself. Knight of Cups on the bottom though, look. So even though he's distant right now, with the Knight of Cups still present, I do feel like there will eventually be a bit of movement from him, but he's just got to do his own little thing first of all. Okay. Let's have a look. So Mona, let's get some career insights for you. Flew out. The Hermit and the Ten of Wands. I feel like you take a lot of other people's responsibilities on, and you don't do this for a living. You've got a lot of friends and family who rely on you. Perhaps there is a way that you can turn this into a career path. You are like a teacher, you're a guide, you have lots of really lovely nurturing qualities which you're not kind of using in your career right now. I actually sense quite a big decision for you to make around your career. Something where you have to connect within and really decide, what is it my soul wants to do? So part of your kind of next career steps are all about you connecting with your inner self and deciding, what is resonating with you? What is it that feels good to do? What you're doing right now is kind of draining you a little bit. So you've clearly been through some kind of awakening quite recently, maybe like that next level ascension, and what you're doing right now has stopped fulfilling you. So for your career, Spirit's saying start to have a think about, what is it you actually want to do? Try not to be anxious. Try not to be, worried or concerned here. Because Ace of Wands, Five of Pentacles, you are going to be able to turn your passion into a career path. I do feel like you might have to take a bit of a step back financially to do this. So maybe you'll invest in a training course, or maybe you'll have to just take a bit of a step back and accept a lower salary so that you can then move forwards. But the money will catch up again. So whether you end up investing money or just taking that initial step back, it's going to be really good for you to like move forward to do what you want to do. But this is all about listening to that inner fire, listening to that passion, that spark you've got, because you need to start following that next. Okay. Oh, I've just skipped loads. Okay, I'm just going to go from here. So let us now find out. We're going to do some quicker answers because I know that I've not got too long left. So, let me just find some questions. Okay, Rennie, will you find a new job soon or do you have to move countries? So let's see what lies for you in work. We've got justice. So no, there is definitely a new contract coming. I don't feel like you will have to move countries, but you might choose to in the end. We've got the Two of Pentacles here. So you are going to get that new job contract. The water's behind you, so you definitely don't have to move overseas, but you might decide to do that at a later date. Libra season is going to be a lucky time for you, so we're kind of looking at September time here. I really feel, you know, it's going to be September, early October where you start to get like that lucky break in your work. There will be 2 options to choose from as well, but you'll definitely, you know, not have to move. That will just be an option for you if that is what you want to do. Amber, let's see. Is there something you should know about your divine connection? So let's see. Does Spirit have anything to say about your divine connection? 10 of Pentacles. So the good news is that this looks like it's going to improve its stability. Your connection is going through quite a big change right now. The 10 of Pentacles, I really feel that maybe a chapter is coming to an end so that a new one can start. But your connection with this 10 of Pentacles, it's not just full of love, it will be full of stability as well. So even if you don't feel that right now, there is a connection here in your very near future, which seems like it's going to be something you settle down into and also start to make some future plans. We've got the Page of Pentacles, so you've got a little boy around your connection as well. So you do have a little boy spirit baby here for you to start connecting to if you haven't already. You probably already picked up on his energy, or you'll start to see lots of signs of him. So it's your spirit baby here who's trying to get through and guide you with your divine connection. Okay, let's have a look. Di, is he genuine towards you? So let's see, is he being genuine towards you at this time? We've got the Strength card. So do you know what? He's got a big ego, but I feel like he's a big softie underneath all of this. So is he being genuine? It kind of depends whether you get him on a good day or a bad day. Like, honestly, his heart is in the right place. Look, Page of Cups. His heart is in the right place, but he's definitely got something filling his cup. He's not really able to give as much to you, and I just feel this is his ego getting in the way. And it all comes down to his own fears and insecurities around love. Overall, yeah, I do feel he is genuine. Just, you're going to have to watch out for that ego, because he might go through moments where he seems like he's being a bit of a different person, but that's just when he puts his guards up because he's scared. Okay, let's see. Martina, what is next in your love life? So let's have a look. What is next in your love life? 2 of Cups. So you've got a commitment coming in your love life. I don't know if this is someone who you're going to meet at work, but I feel very strong like work connection. So either you guys work in the same industry, or you will meet in your workplace or at some kind of work event. But with the 2 of Cups, this really is a good omen when it comes to love and relationships. So there is going to be a partnership in your near future. Yeah, Queen of Wands. So I really feel that this will be someone who you meet through a career connection. Or someone who, like I said, you do the same job, you do the same kind of work. But that Two of Cups is like a really good sign, so there's clearly a commitment coming quite soon here. Nikki, should you give up on DB? So Nikki, let's find out. Should you give up? Four of Pentacles. Do you know what? I feel like even if you wanted to give up, you're still holding on quite tightly to DB. So it's not really about whether you should give up, but more about letting yourself go with the flow here. I feel like giving up for you is more like a sign of frustration. You know, you don't really want to give up. You still have feelings for him. So with the Hanged Man, Spirit's kind of saying, look, maybe instead of like having this really forceful giving up, just try to go with the flow. Try to change your perspective on this so that you're able to open your heart to what's best for you. And, you know, kind of, you can love someone from a distance. You can love someone unconditionally. But just like letting there be a little bit more space and freedom between you both is really going to be better for you. And then you're going to find this much easier to manage. Right now, it's about the way you're holding on to DB is kind of causing blocks for you. If you can, you know, kind of still have this connection, but also let there be a healthy space, you're going to find this much easier to manage for yourself. So, N Ballerina, will JK reach out soon? So let's have a look. The Emperor, and we also have the Seven of Swords. So he will reach out, but it's going to come more when you don't expect it. It's probably not going to happen in the very near future, because I do still feel like he's got to let some of the past go. He's still looking at the past and very focused on that. So he's unlikely to reach out real soon, but maybe around Christmas over the next 6 months or so, you're going to get something from him. With the Emperor, I do feel like he has to be the one to reach out to you. If you try to reach out to him, he's not going to get out of that past energy. So let him come to you when he is ready with whatever he has to say. But yeah, I do feel like you might be waiting a little bit for this one. Okay, we do not have long left. So let me just try and get one or two more. So we will do SS. Does Sag have feelings for you? So let's see. Queen of Wands. So Sag kind of likes how independent you are. Does he have feelings for you? Ace of Wands. There's like a little bit of energy here, but it doesn't feel really dominant. It seems like very early stages, or he's still kind of exploring these feelings. He's not really made a decision about how he feels. This is more like that initial spark, and there's still a bit of work to do, you know, to kind of strengthen those bonds. So there's this initial attraction, this initial kind of like spark between you both, but, you know, Sag needs like a little bit more time to really decide what it is he kind of feels for you. I do feel like there's still some old battles going on in Sag's mind. So yeah, he's still overthinking some old scenarios in his life, which is probably kind of blocking him from exploring these feelings a little bit right now. Okay guys, that is all I could do in half an hour. I hope you enjoyed it. Trying to find the balance between giving people quick answers, but also, you know, giving them in-depth enough for you guys to be getting something from them. So I hope you enjoyed my first kind of live Q&A session. I will definitely be doing more of these because I do like it, and I like giving you guys the chance to kind of ask a question and get an answer. So let me know if you enjoyed this, and I will kind of post details of the next one soon. Please don't forget to check out my morning messages, my love readings on Tuesday and Friday, as well as the weekly twin flame on Sunday. And if you don't follow me already on Instagram, then please do so, Twin Flame Guidance 555. And to check out all my other content, my Patreon site is sacredspace.co.uk, and I post lots of extra readings there. So we've got bonus readings, we've got pick a cards with my lovely friend Danon, who records for us there, focusing kind of on love and soul connections. And there's just so much content. So yeah, do check that site out as well if you guys like my readings. Today I have launched a new reading as well. So if you guys are looking for like a yes or no answer to your question, then I've added a yes no reading to my website, which is the twinflameguidance555.com, and that is where you book all your readings with me. So if I didn't get round to you today and you have a burning question, I have some availability over the next kind of 2 weeks here for yes no questions and Instagram readings as well. So you can check all that out on my website. Any issues, just drop a comment in the comment section and I will check through them tomorrow and get back to you. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my first live Q&A. It was hectic and I'll definitely need a nap now, but I did enjoy it. So thank you for joining me and I will see you back here soon.